In this video, I would like to discuss probably the most critical step on your journey to attract a healthy relationship. And when I talk about a healthy relationship, we are in the process of attracting a lifetime partner who we are connected with physically, emotionally, and spiritually. So, it's very easy to attract a dysfunctional relationship, and this is not what I'm trying to do here. That's why I created this workshop just so we can go through different steps, we can heal ourselves, we can get into this space where we can create a truly fulfilling and healthy relationship. So this step is critical. Once you let go of things, you cleared up the space and you stopped searching and you focused on yourself, this is what we're going to do. We're going to evaluate all of the past relationships you've had. So you're going to sit down and maybe on a piece of paper on the computer, you can start writing down all of the relationships that you had and the patterns. What we're looking for is what kinds of patterns did you notice that all of those relationships had? Because usually we're just repeating one relationship after another. It's a different person, but the pattern and the way the relationship unfolded and ended most likely were the same, following the same scenarios. So what we want to do right now, we want to try to find that pattern why we attracted a certain type of partner, as well as why we were attracted to a certain type of partner. Um, the questions you ask yourself during this process, uh, what was the relationship like? How was I in that relationship? How was I treated in this relationship? How did I treat my partner in the relationship? How did I feel about myself in that relationship? How did he make me feel in the relationship? And most importantly, why did the relationship end? All of those questions are your inquiries into your soul to understand what is this uh, pattern, this programming from your childhood or your trauma or family that was running all of those relationships. When we were little, we form the perception of a relationship based on how we are treated, how our parents treat each other. And that's how we create this programming, almost like filters. And that's what we expect when we grow up. And then one relationship after another, we reconfirm to ourselves, this is what I deserve. This is what I bring to the table, and this is what relationships are about. But those are all limiting beliefs that are holding you back from creating a truly fulfilling, loving, and healthy relationship. So, in this process, it's not an easy process. And this is where it's very helpful to get help. Therapy or life coach like myself, who went through this and now helping women with this, or just, some teacher, some spiritual teacher, listening to a lot of videos. It is possible to do it yourself, but it requires a lot of inner work and just not being afraid, not being lazy, and truly going deep down inside your psyche, inside your heart, and trying to understand what happened in the past. Why was I operating from this program? Why did I attract those partners? Why did I need that relationship? Because there's something inside of you, your wound, your trauma, your programming that is trying to be liberated so that you can have a healthy life, a healthy, fulfilling relationship, and have that within yourself and with your partner. So this is the step that is probably going to take you the longest. And honestly, that step is never really finished because there's so much that's going on in our subconscious that was um, programmed upon us when we were little children, or just passed on to us from our families, from generations of families. So take time with this process. Don't feel intimidated, and certainly try to find help if you feel a little stuck. But I think writing, meditating, I actually have a video on how to connect to that wound, to that trauma, in order to find why did I recreate a certain relationship that would reactivate this wound and that trauma until I healed it. So the example would be, for instance, you had an absent father who was never around, and you made your perception about a relationship that this is how love is, that your partner is never around, which was actually very similar to my pattern. And when you identified what was causing it, what created this pattern, and that I didn't have to hold on to this pattern, I could let it go. This is where liberation happens. You just let go of that pattern, and then you no longer have to recreate this. But this is a very intense process because it's not just emotional, it's also physical. And I think it requires more than just sometimes therapy. That's why coaches like myself are, I think, more effective because we work with not just talking about it and trying to identify it, but also working with your body and healing this and reprogramming your brain so that you can totally let this go and move forward. I'll make a video that is in addition to this one, but it's I wanted to make it separate. But for now, just good luck. And if you need any help, just reach out.